everyone, and welcome back to Commander Clash. This week, we're playing some of the cheapest decks ever on the series, with everyone building a deck that costs just $15. Let's see what everyone's running.
Hey, it's Phil, and today we're going to find out if Italy is busted enough to justify playing 75% lands. Also, please nobody bring a counterspell.
Hey everyone, it's Richard, and I'm playing an Azorius Blink deck headed by Abdel Adrian. It's the dirtiest Richard deck you've ever seen, and I wanted to see if it was possible to build with just $15.
Hey, it's Somer, and I actually have a bunch of very powerful $15 decks, but I decided to go a little bit more chill with Zimone and Dina, which mixes together Sacrifice, Lanefall, and of course, card draw. You know, Sultai things.
I'm Seth, and I'm trying to play, sack, and copy a bunch of super cheap auras with the help of my commander, 3-Dog Galaxy News DJ. This show is brought to you by our sponsors. You can purchase all the accessories we use on the show over at ultimateguard.com, and you can purchase all your cards over at cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. You can also support us by buying some merch over at mtggoldfishmerch.com or directly through Patreon at patreon.com/mtggoldfish, where we post exclusive content like deck tours and post-Commander Clash wrap-ups.
Shuffle on.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, you all just all have elastic bands? I have a whole thing over here. Look at my juice box deck box. Let me just open up the tab.
Is that the new Ultimate Guard deck box? What is that?
I don't know, but if they made these, I would be the first one to buy. Oh god.
So you guys started recently, but this elastic band is what we used to do in school. So recess rolls around, you whip your deck out of your pocket, take the elastic bands out, and then play on the asphalt like savages.
This isn't in my first elastic band deck. I have my Halden Paco right here. Look at it. It's already beat up, though.
I think I'm currently beating up my cards. This feels so wrong.
It's so hard to shuffle anyway.
I kind of want to play all my decks to shuffle now. It's so much easier to shuffle.
Oh, and already.
Also, the deck is so
can't do it.
small now that I'm not even sure it's a legal deck.
How do you shuffle this so they don't go together? I need the
mass shuffling, Tober?
Shuffle like
Oh my
a deck of
god, what are you
cards.
doing?
Do I keep 6 lands and a Ladoa Elf?
Wait,
How many lands are in that deck, Phil? How many lands are in that?
75 lands.
Wait, is Richard 70 cards out of his deck?
I have 2.
Do you have 3?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
What?
I don't have the checklist.
Use another card. Use something that's
use
not
a
in your deck.
basic.
A basic.
Use a basic and write on it.
All right.
Use a basic and write on it.
Again.
Wizards, why would you do this to me? All right, what is this voodoo, Seth? My Sharpie doesn't even write on this battle bond card. It's like not even working.
6 lands and a 6 drop. That's another mulligan, right?
This is not shuffling, but I need to find DFCs in my deck.
No. Oh god. Oh man, there's foils in here.
Oh, I have foils too. Do you think we can cut to them?
I have a Arabian Nights card in here.
Can you see where the foils are? I think
back.
you can see where the foils are, actually.
I'm gonna keep this. It's not great, but it's a $15 deck. So what do you expect?
I expect nothing but value.
6 lands and an anime magnifying glass. That's gotta be.
Magnifying glass busted.
So
you can make clues to draw
3.
cards.
That's
That could be a lot
turn
of
3
staple.
glass, turn 4 clue.
I think this hand is sus, but
Nah, that's better stuff. Oh, no, now it's getting risky. Morgan, edit this out if I'm going too low.
I'm already digging up the cards. Do you see?
Oh, yeah.
I kind of want to
already
play all my
think them
decks
up.
like this now, but it will definitely destroy them.
This deck has seen some wear and tear, and I only played it like 10 times so far.
Oh, am I back to Nano Elf and lands? Guess I should have kept the first one then.
And
If you're like 75% lands, it's going to be usually just all lands and a spell, maybe.
Okay, so I did the math. 1 spell is 90% chance. 2 would be 64%. Didn't do this one. And 3 would be 31%. Well, I am very bad at these percentages, but I keep
4, 3, 2, 1, Clash on!
Clash on!
By the way, I've noticed
I
that your
promise
Clash
it's not
Ons has gotten a lot better since recently, so I'm very proud of all of you.
I'll get a sticker.
It's because Crim's not on this season. All 4 of us actually say it.
I'm gonna draw up please stop with the lands. And I'm going to go Forest and
Ooh, nice forest.
Lano Elf. You might wonder why this has a black border. I might have been a little child and put a Sharpie on the edge because I didn't like the white border.
Wait, did you
what?
Sharpie a white border card?
A lot of these cards are just cards for my collection.
I wish I had
so-
a white border Lano Elf.
I will untap and draw. I'm just going to play a Plains and pass turn.
I'm gonna hope for a top deck. Please,
What,
please,
already?
please, no. So I'm a 3-color deck, you see, and the budget is very difficult.
Oh.
to,
Oh, yeah.
let's go Forest and
yeah.
hope for the best. Pass. Yeah, it's
Alright.
it's really tight on the mana fixing. By
Do you
the
have
way.
the limited mana base, all basics?
No, I'm running 3 non-basics.
Oh, that's impressive.
Guys,
I have all basics.
I can afford because I'm playing McKindy Stampede. Like you just saw me create.
Oh,
Bam!
He probably had a Plains in his hand and he quickly like sharpied it.
You can't deny nor confirm that. These are just allegations.
I'm going to play I don't know if it's beautiful, but it is foil. It is also a forest, though.
Wow,
Why do
Phil's
you play
rolling with all
expensive
his good lands unsleeved.
Yeah, so yeah,
What, you crazy?
it hurts to shuffle up these old border ones. Okay, this one, what do I care? It's every booster has one of these as of today. I'm gonna swing in at Richard because he didn't respect the Sharpie black border.
I would take that every day. You desecrated a card right there.
Hey, young me had a point.
Dang,
Go.
that's first blood.
Okay.
That's basically a win.
I will draw,
Yep.
and
I'm gonna get some white out right now to white border all my cards.
We're gonna play-
out.
we're going to play a mountain and pass the turn.
Oh, what? Okay.
The worst part about this week is playing all these
No.
ugly lands.
Okay. This is fine. I'll find the thing that I'm looking for.
Oh, do you need blue mana? Is that the issue?
Maybe.
Rapid growth? Could you afford rapid growth?
No, we don't have rampant
I
growth,
couldn't.
but we have explore. You may play an additional
Ooh,
lane this turn.
okay.
Draw a card. Let's draw.
Okay, as long as you have a land in hand. Tell me you have a land in hand at least.
Island. Got it.
Ooh, was
Wait, you
easy
can top deck
run.
that with a high roll?
Yes.
Are you passing?
Yes, I pass.
All right. Oh, wait. I think this card is marked. There's a scuff here. Do you see? I don't know what card that is.
Oh,
Yeah, I might have been cleaned up.
Quick at the Sharpie.
I'm marking them.
All right. This is a little suspicious, but I drew both of my MDFCs.
That is
So
a little
ambitious farmhand.
suspicious.
Yeah.
You see, these were specially marked.
Oh,
when you
yeah.
cross these. So when it enters, search your library for a basic plains card, reveal it, put it in your hand. I will take this plains card, and then I'm going to shuffle. And then
Wait,
it flips
is
into a 3/3 lifelinker if I have Coven, by the way. Go ahead.
Oh, the shuffle. Brutal. Wow, you
Oh God.
manhandling these cards. Oh, God.
What
Yeah, I
do
gotta
you want
do
me
the
to do
same.
with it?
I think our video is gonna get flagged for.
Oh, no.
Graphic
Did I tell you
flag
to like flip it or rip it? When you lose, you just rip your deck in half, okay?
Oh God.
Okay, is it my turn? So I did draw another spell, and it was pretty good. It's not a mountain, but 4 mana. It is Vastwood Search. I'm not gonna kick it, but I'm gonna search my library for up to 2 basic lands, put them on the battlefield, and then shuffle,
Uh-oh.
and then pass.
How much removal y'all got? This might be a very, very fast game of Commander.
Wait, how big is a tally?
Well, so it
7/7.
starts off as a 7/7, but then it flips into Blightsteel Colossus a couple turns
Yeah.
after that. All right, I will untap and draw. I'm gonna play a Plains, and I will play the Mighty Armorer Paladin. It's a 3/3 with Trample. When I cast an aura or equipment spell, I get to exile top card in my library, complete till the end of my next turn, and you can go.
You have a Voltron deck?
It's a
Okay.
aura
Why,
deck.
why are you guys
Three
mass
dog.
shuffling without sleeves? You can't
3 dog
mass
like
shuffle.
Doors. Yeah, you gotta shuffle
I
like
mean-
playing cards.
We got a
Yeah.
swamp. I think we just play our commander. Simone and Dina. It's a 3/4. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, target opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. You can tap it, sacrifice another creature, draw a card. You may put a lane from your hand onto the battlefield tap. If you control 8 or more lands, repeat this process once. And then I pass.
This is
Yeah,
hard.
no removal, so
Oh boy.
eat the
I
tally.
mean, even if we remove the elf, it's just one turn.
Oh, it's gonna happen eventually. Yeah, that is literally all the deck does.
Does it have trample? As long as it doesn't have trample. I could
Blightsteel has
block with one of
Trample.
them.
Yeah, it
Oh,
definitely
okay.
has
Well, then we're
Trample.
dead.
I think I have some pacifisms in my deck. That would be sweet if I drew one of those. That might actually.
I play a
save us.
plains. Phil, I smack you for 1.
Yeah, it makes
Ooh,
sense.
send a message.
3. I'm going to play a Banisher Priest. I'm going to put Ambitious Farmhand under it.
What?
Huh?
Wow.
Wah.
Because if I put
Okay.
a tally under it, Aegis comes back. We don't
But how's it coming back?
Snatch
Phil's
the
got
L.
all lands.
Oh, it's only opponent. Oh,
You can get rid of
Oh, it's only opponent. You gotta get rid of the Demon and Dina, right?
Don't you want to?
The problem is it's so bad when it dies, you just get whatever back.
Using it on the elf does something. That at least slows down a tally by a turn.
Okay, fine. We'll take the elf. All
right.
We'll see if Tomer draws into an answer, but I feel he's not playing any answers given these color combinations.
I have answers.
Well,
I don't have answers in my hand, though.
Here's another forest go.
All right. Untap and draw.
Does anybody have Stone Rain? Maybe we could just blow up his land.
The land destruction plan, yeah. Do we play the commander? Probably, yeah.
What does your commander even do?
1, 2, 3. I'm going to play 3-Dog Galaxy News DJ. So it's a 1/5. Whenever it attacks, I can pay 2 and sack an aura that's attached to it. And when I sack the aura, I get to make a copy of that aura to put on each other attacking creature I control. So basically, play auras, sack auras. You kind of want to go, it's not really Voltron because you want to go wide to get value out of the auras. So it's kind of like anti-Voltron. Then I'm just going to play a mountain. And then we're going to play aura number 1, which is Cartouche of Zeal. Says when it enters, target creature can't block this turn, which, I don't know, Zamonadine, I guess. Gives enchanted creature +1/+1 in haste. So I'm going to put that on the 3-Dog Galaxy News DJ. That will trigger my Armory Paladin to exile a Plains, which I can play until the end of my next turn. And then I'm just going to swing it Phil for 3, 4, 5 with 2 commander.
Whoa.
And then,
good.
Flash.
You can go, Tomer.
It's a land. Okay. All right. We're going to play a forest. And then for 3, let's play a Farhaven Elf. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic lane card, put onto the battlefield tap, then shuffle your library. I'm going to go get an island. Oh God. I don't. This is hard. This is the part.
So many lands. We should kill Tomer to get rid of this.
Yeah, so we don't have to watch the shuffle. Usually I'm the one getting yelled at for my shuffling, but yeah, Tomer, this is next level.
Has Tomer never shuffled on camera before?
How
did Seth get all the heat?
So did he just kind of
shuffle
shove
it like lengthwise? Why are you doing the math?
Tomer doesn't know how to shuffle a deck of cards though, so it makes
Wait, how
sense.
do you
He's just never
shuffle
shuffled it that way.
Just like how you would play poker.
Yeah,
I don't know play poker.
Tomer doesn't know.
Wait, how do you just do like this?
This is beyond salvageable.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay, and then for my last trick, I will play Emrakul's Messenger. It's a 2/1 with the Void. It has no color. This is very relevant. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn token with sacrifice this creature, add 1 colorless. Okay, and then now my last trick. So I'm going to tap, sacrifice Farhaven Elf to draw a card and then play an extra land this turn.
Tomer's
I don't have extra lands.
Doing pretty good,
but
too.
I'll trigger
I should
the
have
moment.
taken Tomer's commander.
Yes.
Does the same thing, and there's no stopping it. But Tomer just got so much value here.
I drew my second card this turn, so I'm going to make an Eldrazi spawn. Boom. And I will drain somebody for 2. Who's at the highest life total?
Seth's at 40. I'm at 39. Phil's at 34.
I'll get Seth.
All right, 38.
All right, I'm done.
I have 3 lands.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
I will play a Plains.
I'm turning on your catch-up ramp, Richard.
We'll swing 3 at Phil, I guess. Actually, wait, does Seth have anything open?
I'm tapped out. You can hit me if you want to.
I'll swing at Phil. We'll swing at Phil.
3, 1, 2,
3.
It's a tally time.
Spin it to win it.
it's
Spin it to win it.
No.
Maybe
It's freaking
Scampering
time.
Surveyor.
No.
Yeah.
Hey,
Basic land,
budget $15 solemn. $15.
Here we go.
Song's very budget-friendly
Island.
now, too. It got printed in Foundations. It was
Not enough
50
for my
cents.
deck.
Is
But
it
not
like
enough for our
15
decks.
cents? For these decks, they need to be
No.
like 15 cents or something.
Go ahead, Phil.
All right, I'm going to play a land, and I'm going
Here
to...
it comes.
So this card would cost as much as the entire deck, unless you get the ugly version. And I even got it a little cheaper because it's Japanese, which all combined looks kind of cool again. I can't read Japanese. Let me get... So, Italy, 7 mana, 7/7 trample. When it enters the battlefield, each player exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land cards, and then I can cast any of those cards, and for 10 mana, one of those is a Phyrexian, it flips into this Blightsteel Colossus. So we'll talk about this later. First of all, everybody exile card from the top of their library. I'm gonna get out these multi-tokens.
Spirited Companion.
All right, Karametra's Blessing.
Ooh.
Enjoy.
Oh, you got Ring Sight. The ring tempts you. Search your library for a card that shares a color with a legendary creature you control. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. So for you, you get to get a red card.
Okay, so I get a Spirited Companion I have. Wait, do I have to unsleeve this from my collection? Oh, this feels so bad. Okay, so now I'm playing my actual
Just don't shuffle
unsleeved.
it.
This is a Flugstunde. It's a fling, and it would say, as an additional card, sacrifice a creature. So I could either fling my commander, sacrifice it, shoot 7 damage at something, or use Thomas' thing to tutor and tempt, which I will do. And then Karametra's Blessing pumps up.
Just +2/+2, yeah.
So Spirited Companion is the ring bearer. Okay, and then I draw my forward card first. I think I'm gonna get a Phylath.
Oh, God, okay.
Oh,
It's probably
so good.
the only other good card that's good by itself.
I need a 15-cent Wrath.
So now I will pass, and I'm gonna find a ring for this.
All right, so we will untap and draw.
How big is a tally? 7?
7/7. You all
Great.
draw for the turn. All right, so I'm going to play the plains that I exiled last turn with my Armory Paladin as my land for the turn. And then, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to play Griffin Guide. It's an aura. It gives enchanted creature +2/+2 in flying. And when the enchanted creature is put into the graveyard, you get to put a 2/2 white Griffin creature token with flying onto the battlefield. So we're also going to play this on a 3-dog Galaxy DJ.
You got a trigger.
That's going to trigger my Armory Paladin, which will exile even more
so good.
planes. So I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to swing 3 dogs since it has flying at Phil. And then I'm going to swing the Armory Paladin, which has trample, at Tomer. So 4 power dog at Phil, 3 going at Tomer. And I'm not going to bother to sack any auras this turn. We're just going to leave it. And then go ahead, Tomer.
Okay, well, that's a land. Let's drop an island down there. We're going to play a Wood Elves for 3 mana. When it enters the battlefield, search your library for a forest card, put that forest onto the battlefield, shuffle your library afterwards. So we'll get a forest. Oh, God, I have to shuffle again.
The best part of this episode.
You do like this, and then you...
Yeah, it's closer.
Oh, one of them was upside. Oh, okay.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
The more angle you give it, the easier it becomes.
Ooh, I got something cool. Okay, watch this. I'll pay 3 mana. I will evoke Muldrifter.
Hey. Wait,
When
when I
enters
just
the battlefield,
it. But okay.
well, when it enters the
Well, you can
battlefield,
sack it,
draw
by the way.
2 cards. 2, which is going to trigger Emrakul's Messenger. Boom. So I get a second this, and Zimone and Dina. Phil 2, and I'll take Elgin 2. No, I'm not going to sacrifice it to Zimone and Dina. I'm going to let it go to the graveyard because I drew something else. I'm going to cast Viridian Emissary. When it dies, you may search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tap, then shuffle your library. I'm going to move to combat. Emrakul's Messenger will go at Phil for 2 in the air. Okay, and then I'm done.
Untap. Draw.
What is Richard up to over there? Are you Blink Deck, Richard? I just realized Abdul Adrian is kind of a
Abdul-
Blink, a
My
Blink
commander is literally a blink commander. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. 6 at Seth.
All right,
Ooh.
down to 32.
What, is this a board wipe? This
No
smells
combat
like a board wipe.
Are there
I'm
board
going
wipes?
to. Well, I'm going to play a Plains, play around Mana Tide. I'm going to play Abdul, Adrian, Gorian's Ward. I can't tell, the art is covering it. Ward. Legendary creature, human warrior, 4/4. When it enters, exile any number of other non-land permanents you control until Abdul leaves the battlefield. Create a 1/1 white soldier creature token for each permanent exiled this way. So my whole board goes under Abdul.
Hey.
What happens if I blink? Can I blink this land, actually? No, it's non-land. Okay. All right. I will make 3 soldiers, and then I have a single white up, and I will pass the turn.
I'm going to untap, draw.
All right. Well, let me get these sleeves out here. They're increasing the budget of my deck.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to cast pre-release cards. This is German as well. Sitzierwerkzeug. Dissection tools. When it enters the battlefield, manifest red. Equipped creature gets +2/+2, has death touch and lifelink. Absolute limited bomb. Good thing I had this in my pre-release. And I can equip it by sacrificing a creature. So I'm going to manifest red. I'm going to equip this, but then I'm going to sacrifice the Spirited Companion.
No.
I know.
Doggy.
Hey, it's in your graveyard to equip the Etali.
Oh, so good. Now he has lifelink. Now we can't kill him.
Does anybody want to stop attacking me so I maybe not swing in with this? Maybe somebody else for a deal here?
Whoever takes the deal, I'm not attacking Phil, and I'm attacking whoever makes the deal with Phil. Just so you know, as you're making your decisions.
Wait, that's another deal for me. Okay, so I'm going to, if I swing at you, Tomer, you're not going to swing at me. Wait,
Wait,
if I'm not
swing
going to
at
swing
me, I am the...
No. Okay, so I get away with this.
Can we rephrase this?
I signed on behalf of Tomer for you as his legal guardian.
Yes, I like that deal.
I'm going to swing at Richard.
Swords it, Richard. Swords it. Swords it. Condemn.
Swords.
Condemn, Richard.
Oh, Condemn would be sick.
We blocked the apple.
You know what we need this week? We need you know those witness
So all of this comes back.
Witness protection.
Okay.
Great.
5, 6,
So
7.
Banisher Priest will take Tomer's commander.
Yeah, that's fair.
Plains to hand and island to the battlefield.
Yikes.
Okay, so in response to the exile trigger, I'm going to do something. I'm going to sacrifice the Viridian Emissary
Oh, Tomer's
to Zamon and
shuffle
Dina.
again. Yes. Yes.
to draw
Maybe we can
two.
destroy his deck.
I'll get a swamp. I get Emrakul's messenger trigger too. Okay, now Zamonin and Zamon and Dina's ability happens. Okay, so I'm going to draw. I'm going to play a land. It's an island tapped. I do it again because I have more than 8 lands. And I'm going to play Golgari Rot Farm, which is a bounce land.
Oh my
and
God.
I'll return...
Wow, the value.
I mean, Tomer's winning pretty hard. We need Phil to kill him.
I don't have an answer to just dying to poison, though. That's the problem. Like, I'm doing well, but I'll hit Richard for 2. All right, I'll put
And then
I'll
I
put it in the
take 2, I
command
go to
zone.
29.
So my second main, you're not going to believe this. And it is kind of sad. But turns out this card is super budget now. It is Tireless Tracker.
Oh, God.
It's very bad to
What are
shuffle
the
it
chances
without
you hit a
sleeves,
non-land
but
off that?
I'm also going to play a land. And that means I'm going to create a clue. I'm actually kind of cooking here, so please
Yes,
don't
you
kill me
are.
and go.
We will untap and hopefully draw a good magic card. Oh god. Can I just literally do nothing? Is that this game plan? That seems so bad. Whatever. If I die, I die. I'm gonna play Knightly Valor. Very powerful Knightly Valor. It gives a enchanted creature +2/+2 vigilance, and when it enters, I make a 2/2 white knight creature token.
Okay.
And then I get to exile a card. Transcended Envoy. That's a creature that I could play someday. Is there even any point in attacking? I don't know if I.
I mean, that's vigilance, no? You can attack
I mean, I can hit him with the
yeah.
commander. Yeah. All right. I'll swing at Phil. You don't have a flyer.
Whoa, I
I'll
thought you
swing
were
it over.
attacking Tomer.
Right? Tomer didn't make a deal with you, right?
Hold
You
on.
you literally made the deal with him.
Kinda
no?
made
Wait,
a
did
deal
Tomer
with
make
me,
the deal?
right?
Oh, I thought you.
That's
I mean,
why I got
I attacked
smacked.
Richard, right?
I'm sorry, I don't have a
1,
response to this.
2,
I don't want to die
3,
to
4,
poison.
5, 6.
We gotta
Flying
do it.
commander at you, Tomer.
All right. You would have taken the deal if you could have. I just jumped to it first.
No.
and then go ahead.
I just don't want to die. I don't have a response.
None of us want to die.
We
Tomer,
die
but
together
I
like
kinda
brothers in arms.
don't even want to flip it. I just want to cast it again.
You can always just sack it to your equipment if you want to.
Yeah,
you can
but
sack
that's
it at any time.
objectively wrong right now, I think.
Is it?
Okay, we'll play Bastion of Remembrance.
Turns out he's
When Bastion of
aristocrats.
Remembrance enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token, and whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So we'll play my Scoops soldier token. It's not a human, but we'll pretend. And then we will play more of an opportunist. Whenever 1 or more other creatures die, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. We'll play Swamp from our hand. And then we'll do black, green, blue, and sacrifice an Eldrazi spawn to draw a card. And ping everybody for 1. And I gain 1. Oh, I drew my second card, so I create a spawn. So I'm actually up 1. But then I'm going to use the last one. So I have 2 floating and just recast Zamon and Dina. I drain everybody for 1 again. Okay, and I'm going to keep up some mana and hope I don't die. All right, pass.
All right. Untap. Draw. So Phil can flip into a 13. I have 8 commander damage, so 1 blocker will prevent commander damage.
It tramples,
Yeah.
it has hexproof, and you get as much poison
That's
as you
hex-
damage.
It doesn't matter as long as I don't die to.
No,
in
not
fact,
hex.
I don't die to commander
Indestructible.
damage. Yes, I need to not die to infect. I'm gonna play a plains. I'm gonna pay 3 mana, and then I'm going to play mirror entity. It's a changeling. It's a 1/1. I can pay X. Creatures you control have base power and toughness XX until end of turn and gain all creature types.
Man, you can almost kill Phil.
I'm gonna go to combat. I'm going to swing the team at Tomer. So 1/1s, 3/2s. This is a 1/1. Banisher Priest is a 2/2.
And you have
I
how
have
much
5
mana?
open mana. So I could theoretically make everything 5/5s if I want to. Or I could flip Ambitious Farmhand.
Shouldn't have made the deal with the Itali, Tomer.
I don't know how this achieves anything, but we'll see. I'm sure he has a plan. So we'll block your farmstead, and you'll block the Skittering Surveyor with the 2 Eldrazi spawn tokens. And then we will block your Banisher Priest with a Wood Elf and a 1/1 Soldier.
And then there's 3 unblocked.
Yes.
I am just going to flip Ambitious Farmhand into a 3/3 lifelinker, like this. So I'm going to gain 3 life with Seasoned Cathar, and then Banisher Priest will trade off, and then everything else lives, right?
And then I take 3, and I have 4 creatures dying. So you all lose 4, and I gain 4.
So I'm
And then
holding
draw a card off
a
my
white
draw.
and a blue up, and then I'm going to pass it back to Phil.
On your end step, I'm going to cast Growth Spiral. I get to draw a card, then I can play an additional land this turn. That'll be my second card for Richard's
so you want the
turn.
second card for Dina. I'm like,
So you
Yeah.
get the Eldrazi spawn.
I'm going to put a land onto the battlefield. It's going to be an island. And then I'm going to make an Eldrazi Scion with the Emerald's Messenger. And I don't know why Richard was going all out on me, but I'll drain him for 2.
so I go.
I mean, you are
24.
kind of at 43. Zimone is popping off.
Okay, so I'm gonna
I thought
attack.
he was going to attack Phil, though.
I'm going to play a forest. Create a clue. So how big is the chance that I just get majorly blown out and then killed if I flip this Itali?
Everyone has some amount of mana up.
Just sack and recast it, Phil. Get your value.
Is it your whole deck just like playing
Well,
Italian?
you could sack and recast it.
I'm here to live life. I'm going to attempt to flip this Itali.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Seth,
I don't have a response to him flipping it.
Tomer, responses.
Nope.
I don't have a response.
It's kind of funny. Imagine rolling up to a casual table where people don't know this with the weird looking and then also Japanese version and then telling them, oh yeah, after you resolve the front side, you flip it and say, this is Trample Indestructible 11/11. When this deals combat damage to a player, they get that many poison counters. That is a great card to have in a foreign language. Okay. Toma, he said he didn't have anything, so...
I have untapped mana. What?
Yeah, you said you didn't have an answer for this before. You're kind of scary, so...
I did draw a lot of cards.
For 30.
Are you sure?
I mean, we're gonna find out. Like, I'm here
Alright,
to...
alright.
I'm already...
He has enough blockers to survive, right?
I think if he blocked
I-
with literally everything.
Wait, no, it's an 11. Is it a? It's a.
It's a 13.
13.
It's got the and death touch.
Oh, so I have to block with everything.
If you don't have a removal spell, you got to block with everything, and you go to 9.
I block with everything.
Oh, God.
don't
I'm
know.
sorry.
So
That's a lot of bastion
proliferate him.
triggers.
But I don't know why. Like, you see, Richard has a lethal on you, right? Like,
Oh, he kind of does. Oh.
yeah, he has a mirror entity, and he has like a bunch of.
if you
you're
wouldn't
dead
be,
on your.
you do
You're
scary
dead.
things, I
Okay,
guess,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So I take this, and I take 9. Everybody loses 4,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
and I'll draw a
1, 2,
card.
3,
Down to
4, 5, 6,
22.
8.
Since you're right that Richard kind of has lethal on me, I think I'll do this. I sacrifice Itali to
Oh.
equip the tools to the Tireless Tracker.
Well, wait, now it has
I'm going
lifelink.
to pass. Yep.
Wait, did
Maybe
I
we
draw?
don't have lethal.
I draw.
All right. I will untap. All right, deck. How about a non-land? Please, a non-land. That's funny. Who are you going after with that mirror entity, Richard? Who do you think? Who do you have as the scariest at the moment? After this last turn cycle,
It's truly
out of
not you, but
curiosity.
if you play some scary things during your turn, don't expect immunity.
It's
I don't
very
even know what
true
your
that
commander even
Simone
does.
plays.
man.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm going to start by playing this Transcendent Envoy from Exile, because it's going to go to waste. So it makes my Aura spells cost 1 less to cast. And then I'm going to play a Plains for my turn. So Tomer has a Bastion, Richard has Mirror Entity.
I have an empty board.
There's a Bastion.
It's
You got a lot of
easy
land.
pick
Oh,
You
yeah,
got a lot
You
of
have a
land.
fire, though.
My
You have a
hand
fire.
is 4 lanes and a retreat to Hagra. Like, am I
It's the
really
power
the threat?
play.
Am I really the
Retreat
threat?
to Hagra.
Like,
That card's
seriously.
so scary. It drains
Yeah,
you,
like,
Tomer. I'm at 20
For
something.
1 each turn.
All
You
right.
should have shown me your hand before you said all these scary.
I don't know. Maybe if you look at mirror entity plus X amount of lanes plus X amount of
Masters
creatures
of
will
Earth.
about.
Oh, that is a
Stocks
good
going
point.
up.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go to combat. These creatures can attack, so I'm going to swing 3 dog at Phil. Armory Paladin is going to go at Richard, and the Knight's going to go at Tomer. And then, when I attack, I get a trigger from my commander. So when it attacks, I can pay 2 and sack an aura that's attached to 3 dog. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to pay 2, and I'm going to sack this Knightly Valor. I'm going to get a copy for each other attacking creature. So I'm going to get one for the Armory Paladin and for the Knight token. That's going to make me a couple more Knight tokens as well because of its ETB trigger. So we're going to get a copy here. So it's going to become a 5/5. We're going to get a copy here. So it's going to become a 4/4. And then I think that's everything, right?
What's
so
going
this
on? Is that scary now? What happened?
How much damage am I taking?
Richard's has a 5/5 trample going at him. Tomer, you have a 4/4 vigilance at you. And then Phil, it actually got a little smaller. It's a 3/4 power flyer going at you.
I go to 19.
And then go ahead.
Oh boy.
Seth has so many knights
recast
now.
my commander again.
Yeah, I did that's thing kind of. That's kind of what 3 Dog wants to do.
Simone and Dina, it's back.
Shimon.
And then I will play, we'd be very surprised. Retreat to Hagra. Landfall. When a land enters the battlefield under your control, choose 1. Target creature gets +1/+0 and gains death touch until end of turn. Or each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life.
So we all agree Tomer's arch enemy now, right?
Yeah. Sure.
Retreat to Hagra is on the battlefield.
Finish the job. I'll play it. Forest, landfall trigger. Y'all lose 1 life. I gain 1 life. That's it.
You said the highest life total.
Yeah.
Somebody proliferate his poison.
I can't even do anything. I have 4 lands in hand.
I mean, if Richard wants to tap out, he dies to Seth.
Or maybe he has
how big is Seth's board?
A bunch of
it's growing now.
5,
5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, flying.
So Seth can kill anyone he wants then, basically.
If I have my
I just want to cast 1 more Itali.
How big is your tireless tracker, Phil?
5/4 lifelink.
Lifelink? Ooh. How big is your commander, Tomer?
3/4.
We'll do this. We'll send these dirtles at Tomer. So a 3/3, a 3/2, a 1/1, a 1/1, and a 1/1. Mirror entity is back. And I can pump them all instant speed. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
No, box, kill me.
Okay. So you take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right?
Yeah.
I'm going to gain 3.
Sure.
And then now we are going to cast Fell the Mighty, targeting a soldier. So that says destroy all creatures with power greater than target creature's power.
Would be nice if I had an indestructible.
Yeah. That's gonna work. I will get a trigger from stuff dying, but sure. 3 Dog goes back to the graveyard. This dies. So I do get a 2/2 Griffin from Griffin Guide from 3 Dog.
And I get a Bastion trigger, so everybody loses 1, I gain 1.
Wait, the Llanowar stays, right? It's a...
The Llanowar and my Transcendent
Llanowar
gets to stick around too.
And then I lose my 2 creatures sitting here. And then I am going to play my second commander. Candle Keep Sage. So commander creatures you own have when this creature enters or leaves the battlefield, draw a card. And it's your turn.
All right. Didn't think I'd get here, but okay. I'm going to draw. Who would have thought another land?
No, blame Seth for getting scary very quickly.
Okay, so 9 mana. He's back. Oh, I think I just dinged it. Itali again. So I'm going to show you a Rogue's Passage.
I really wanted this.
Wait,
man, I spent
Storm
so
of
much budget
Souls.
on this.
Mesa Enchantress. Not good for you, but would have been good for me.
Harmonize. Richard hit A. What is this?
Storm of Souls. All creatures in your graveyard come back as 1/1 spirit flyers, in addition to their other types. Exile Storm of Souls.
Tireless Tracker's back.
That's all he ever wanted. Just there for the trigger.
So I get a Harmonize that draws 1, 2, 3 cards. I get a Kryrion Ranger and a Mesa Enchantress. This one untaps return a forest you control to its owner's hand. Untap target creature. Use this ability only once each turn, and whenever you cast an enchantment, you may draw a card. Well, let's see if this happens. I'm going to play a land for the turn, and it is a Temple of the False God. Back at creating clues. And
already online, too.
I think I play a room, so I might keep this. Nah, I need the life. Wait, am I just dead to Seth, actually?
I
think Seth doesn't have a
power
board
anymore.
Oh, no, you don't have a board anymore.
I have like 3
Never
power,
mind.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to sack the Mesa Enchantress and equip the tools to the Itali. And then I'm going to Pass.
At the end of Phil's turn, I'm going to channel Born to Drive. So discard it to make 2 1/1 colorless pilot creature tokens that are slightly better at crewing vehicles than normal creatures. Not that that matters in my deck.
You have vehicles?
No vehicles. Well, it's an enchantment, right? So it's like you can play it. The enchantment mode is enchanted permanent gets +1/+1 for each creature and vehicle you control. So you can play it with 3 dog, or you can channel it to make creatures for 3 dog. So I'm going to untap and draw a non-land magic. Gosh, dang it. I'm living the Tomer life.
Oh yeah, brother.
So I am going to replay 3 dog from the command zone, and then I will play a mountain for the turn. I don't know what to do about Phil.
Just whittle down Phil's creatures, and then he can't block.
So if I help you deal with Phil's board and his lifelink, you're not going to one-shot me instead of Phil next turn, right? Is that what we're saying?
Excuse me.
I'm going to pay 3 mana. I'm going to play Chain of Custody, targeting 3 dog. So it's an aura. It says enchant creature you control. When it enters, exile target non-land permanent opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield. And then enchanted creature gets ward 2. So now 3.
That's a one-sided board wipe over there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I am going to exile
Italian, right?
Target the Italian, yeah. If it dies,
he loses the body
trigger,
and the lifelink.
Yeah, probably still worth it.
I guess in response, I crack a clue.
Oh, so good. Temple of the False God, Clue Kraken.
And Gross' Hylos Tracker.
Oh, no, the Hylos Tracker is the smallest spirit you've ever seen.
I gotta put it back in the Cthulhu command zone. You got me.
Yeah.
I don't know how to prove I'm not the threat.
I don't think that you're the biggest threat at this point, but I'm still going to attack you for... I'll hit you for
All right. Son of
just a little off the top. Go ahead, Tomer.
I swear we should never give Seth creatures ever.
Oh my god, it's another land. It's only a 50% chance. I play a land, trigger retreat to Hagra. Everybody loses 1, I gain 1.
See, I knew you were the arch enemy, Josie. That's why I had to hit you to even it out with this one I was taking.
And then we'll recast Zamon and Dina. There it is. And that's it. We pass.
I mean, we just plays one big mana finisher, whatever it is in his deck.
Such as.
Yeah, I'm wondering what
I'm sure your deck is
$15
around
budget
given
week.
the
That's
amount
the
of ramp you
question.
play.
I mean, Doppelgang would probably be enough.
Is that
and
budget?
I don't have
Pretty
Doppelgang. I don't even think I have an
pretty
X
cheap at
spell
the
in this
beginning.
deck. There's no like Exsanguinate. There's nothing.
Okay, 4 at Phil.
Hey,
4
whoa. I mean, I'm gonna block all of them, and I'm not gonna risk anything here.
I mean, presumably you block Mirror Entity, right?
Yeah, I block Mirror Entity with the Tyler Striker. The token is the one that's getting through, I guess.
So you get 1 token. Do I want to pump
Whittle
2,
pump.
4, 6?
Right? Is it even worth it? Let's just do some trading, see what the next Italy does. Maybe it helps you.
Maybe it helps you.
Who knows what you put in your
Sort
deck?
of.
Maybe
Okay, we go 3. We pump 3 to clear your board there.
Okay, my Quirion Ranger goes back into the graveyard.
We're gonna play a very ambitious Psychosis Crawler. So
Oh,
Psychosis
God.
Crawler. Whenever
Richard
you
found
draw a
his finisher.
card, each opponent loses 1 life, and his power and toughness are equal to number of cards in hand. I have 4 cards in hand. So it's a 4/4 right now.
The end game has been revealed.
You will see I have no blink targets to draw cards with. Go ahead. Go ahead.
We're
Phil.
all dead.
1 white up.
let's pray to the law that this 1 white isn't a mana tithe. It can't be, right?
Isn't it
No
a
one
cast
expects
trigger?
it.
Or is it
No one expects the
ETB?
mana tag.
It's an
B to
ETB
B,
trigger.
B to B. It's very counterable.
I'm just gonna play a forest, even if I might mess up a landfall trigger.
You got to be able to pay for the mana tithe.
No respect for the actual blue mana, but the mana tithe is where it's
Well,
at.
we know you're
Well,
not.
you keep
Yeah.
revealing your hand every turn
You're
over and declaring you have nothing. What do you want to play around?
I might have something. I don't.
Okay, 11 mana. Oh my god, I'm nicking the edges every time I pick it out of the command zone. You gotta stop kidding this. Italian again. Responses?
Not from me.
I'll check. Wait.
Tomer,
All right, proceed.
I have no response.
All right.
Well,
Here we go.
Let's check out what I get.
To watch guide
Oh no, it's a Diluvian Primordial.
me, Tawashi Guidebot. When it enters, you put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Pay 4 tab at draw. Costs 1 less for each modified creature you control.
You get a retreat to Coral Elm.
Wait, what does retreat do? Does that help Phil?
It helps
Untap
me
the
a lot
strat.
more because it will allow me to activate Simone and Dina multiple times. But
Are you
it
saying
doesn't
you have
really
more
help,
synergy
though.
with the cards in your deck than Phil, who is stealing them?
I'm just trying to say it's not that good for Phil.
Okay, so I do get the retreat to Coralham, and Delivering Primordial was pretty sick. kind of on theme for my deck, right? I swear. And a
wait, whose Skullwinder is that? Yours?
Yeah, I also want Seth's thing. So when this enters, I put a counter on something, and I put a counter on this.
Right, I got a good play for you. Diluvian Primordial, Fell the Mighty, targeting Soldier token.
What is everybody's targets
for
the only Fell the Mighty?
Growth Spiral, Explorer, and Ringsight.
Oh, wait, Ringsight again. That's
Ringside.
He gets to tutor the best card of his deck again.
I get the Ringsight and the Karametra's Blessing.
I guess exile.
Have anything with haste. I'm just gonna exile the board wipe then.
You have to cast it to put it into exile.
Oh, I guess I could. Yeah, I'm gonna cast it, but I'm gonna target my Itali.
Yeah, that works.
So I'm gonna get another Ringsight. I'm gonna turn my Diluvian Primordial into the Ring Bearer. I have level 2 now. Then I'm going to search for a card, which I'm not sure what else is even in here.
Gotta be red.
I'm going to get a Flame Rush Rider. I'm going to put this in my hand. We're going to see this very soon, actually. So Skullwinder says, when it enters, I choose an opponent and each one of us gets a card back. Does anybody want to make a deal to get like a land or something?
No.
I don't have a land or something. This is where Skullwinder is probably worse than Eternal Witness, I think.
When you're Arcane.
It is way cheaper than Eternal Witness. Not way, but it made the deck. Yeah, I choose Richard.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna
I take Banisher Priest.
Then I'm going to pay 1 mana and play Metamorphosis. I sacrifice a creature to add mana equal to its casting cost +1, and I can only use this mana to cast creatures. I'm going to sacrifice this. Oh, I just made it the Ring Bearer. I guess that was irrelevant then. I'm going to sacrifice this to make 8 red mana.
Oh, wait, he can Flame Rush Rider right now, right?
Yes. I'm going to spend 4 of those to dash in Flame Rush Rider. Flame Rush Rider says when it attacks, create a token that's a copy of another target attacking. Oh, it's attacking. Wait a second.
Oh, so it's not going to work.
I'm not going to do it. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. No. I'm going to just not dash it then. I'm just going to cast it. And I think I'm just going to sacrifice this guidebook because it looks disgusting. And I'm just going to equip this again to this. And then I probably still die, actually. But
we can totally kill him now, right? Because
had a good run, dog.
I don't have much power. You're really... I will untap.
Oh, I even have to discard your hand size.
Wow.
What?
How'd you draw
You
so
have to
many
discard a
cards?
hand size? What is this?
God. Commander with no card advantage is a very different experience. Maybe I'm just getting unlucky. All right, so we're gonna go to combat.
Wait, so you get 4 triggers? You can remove 4 things if you feel like.
I can remove 4 things, yeah. Oh, do I want to swing it fill with everything?
Wouldn't you want to see what happens next?
I think I know. Eventually it's gonna involve
Don't you want me to play your deck better than you?
I know. I'm going to swing all this at Phil. I'm going to leave 3-Dog back. So it says whenever I attack, it doesn't have to attack.
Oh,
I can sack an aura that's attached to it. So I'm going to sack the Chain of Custody that's attached to the 3-Dog, pay 2. I'm going to get a copy for each of these. So when my copies of Chain of Custody enter, this one's going to target a Tally. This one's going to target Flame Rush Rider. This one's going to target Skullwinder. And then this one's going to target, I'm sorry, Tomer, Simone and Dina.
Really?
You can't outdraw me, Tomer. I also have all lands in hand. You're not going to draw more cards than me.
Tomer catching strays over there.
I don't know why, but okay, sure, whatever.
Yeah, my commander is back in the command zone.
All right, so you're taking 5 from me, Phil.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to deal with Richard, too, at some point.
Play another land. Go ahead. I need to deal with Richard, but he needs some Mirror Entity to kill Phil this turn.
These 3 soldiers of Mirror Entity have done all the hard work this game.
I'm going to play a land. You all lose 1. I gain 1. 11 mana. I'm casting Simone and Dina.
That is an expensive 3-drop.
And then I'm going to pay... I drew a non-land. Coiling Oracle. Coiling Oracle, when it enters the battlefield, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land card, put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put it into your hand. Revealing, you wouldn't believe it, but another land. It's a forest.
Aren't you playing like 50 lands, though?
How many lands are you playing, Tomer? I'm curious.
50.
So every other card should be a land, technically.
I'm pretty sure I hit more lands than non-lands, though.
You've also decked in a bunch, too, with like all your...
Yes, I also decked in. I'm going to gain a life, and y'all lose a life. Bum, bum, bum. All right, and then I'm done. That's it.
All right. I'm gonna draw a card. Everyone lose a life.
These little pings are adding up down to 16.
I'm gonna kill you last, Richard. Just
Does your big dog thing have ward, Seth?
Nope, I sacked that aura.
big dog.
Everything else.
3 dogs.
Everything
Snoop
else
Dogg.
that-
I don't know what's going on over there.
Oh, man, we're probably gonna get a
1,
Snoop
2,
Dogg
3,
secret
4,
lair, aren't we?
5.
I could see that.
I could totally see him selling out to this as well. Yep, that seems very reasonable.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Phil, I'm gonna attack
Yeah,
you with 4
free spell.
1/1s. That's what I'm gonna do.
Was it
Oh.
greedy to play the Italian instead of the Phylath? Probably. I had my fun though. So yeah, you got
So
this.
no blocks, no responses. We're gonna go 2, 4, 5. So they're all 5/5s.
Oh yeah, that flap has been in your hand all game too. How many lands did you have? It would have been like
Enough. The
8?
problem is that Metamorphosis, I just had to check the Oracle text. It only adds 1 color.
oh,
So
so
I
you can
couldn't
pay for
cast
it.
it
I
with this.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We're gonna cast a Banisher Priest post combat, Seth.
I'm getting rid of
I'm
3.
gonna-
Why am I
three
still
dogs,
I'm gonna
three
get-
dogs.
I'm gonna get the
Oh.
dog. I'm gonna
All
get
right,
the
the dog-
dog.
the dog's
No
down.
Snoop Dogg here. Are you putting it under Banisher Priest or into the command zone?
Let's go back to the command zone.
Okay.
I got
you
lots
go
of
ahead,
mana and not much removal. All right, we're gonna untap with a bunch of 2 1/1s mostly. Draw another useless planes. 9 manas, 3 dogs back. Go.
Let's see.
Seth. Tomer draw a non-land.
I drew 1. I
I'm
don't want to
playing the
get too
appropriate amount of
greedy.
lands, and I'm still drawing all lands.
And
What
I
is
drew a
Tomer playing that's so
non-land.
expensive that he needed to play 50 lands? That's my question.
Well, it's a
I was
landfall
tempted to-
deck. You just haven't seen the landfall part. We'll pay 7 mana and cast Butcher of Malakir.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Whenever a Butcher of Malakir or another creature you control dies, each opponent sacrifices a creature. And then I will sacrifice a creature. I feel like I'm just going to die to Richard on his turn, but I'd rather just draw some cards before I die. So,
On the way out.
I'm gonna
yeah.
All right,
I'm gonna
I'll
sack
the
a soldier.
pilot.
Yeah, I'm going to sacrifice the Coiling Oracle to Zimone and Dina to draw and then play a land. And I have a trigger on the Bastion of Remembrance. Draw,
Right.
play a land. It's going to be an island. And then you're all going to lose life to that. Play a swamp, so you all lose another life. And then I'm going to play a lane for the turn. It will be a forest. And now you all lose 1 more.
I told you that retreat to Hagra.
Oh, yeah, and then the drain. I'm dead, so I'll just drain
Wait, so how much?
Richard for 2 more.
Oh, okay. It targets. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I pass.
I'm gonna draw. You all lose a life.
Oh, I'm such an idiot. Oh, no. Oh, I could have done something on my turn and actually just saved myself. Oh, God.
Tell me about it.
Is it too late?
Cast this
Hand?
Phylath
Is it
the
too
entire
late?
time.
No, I
Yeah,
have a
no,
fight-
it's definitely too late at this point.
I don't think there's any way for me to kill Tomer without going all in. All right, I think it's down to the magic gods. So we're just going to swing the team at Tomer. See if he has
All
an
right.
reaction.
I'll block the Psychosis Crawler with the Butcher of Malakir.
We're just going to spend all of our manas. So everything is a 9/9.
Sure. In response to the Mirror Entity trigger, I'm going to cast Decisive Denial.
What does that do?
Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. See, if I would do that on my turn,
Okay.
you wouldn't have been able to pump, and then I would have been fine. But I'm going to
This is way better, right? 'Cause you blow me out, right?
No, I still take 27 damage.
Yeah, but you're
and
at
then I die to
33.
Seth.
I only have 5 points of
You're
damage.
gonna fight Mirror Entity, right?
Butcher Miracle fights the Mirror Entity, yeah.
Okay, so you
Okay, so
you
now I take
take
27, and I have a Bastion of Remembrance trigger. So you all
we all
sacrifice
sack a
1,
creature.
you all lose 1,
Wait, Tomer's in a decent spot.
and then I go to
Yeah.
7.
That's it.
All right. Well, all right, magic gods. All right. It's another planes. Go.
Wait, hit him!
Whoa.
Hit him! I'll hit him too.
Why I gotta
Actually, doesn't
not
matter.
die though? I think
I won't. I
Okay,
won't
go.
hit you. I won't hit you.
All right, I'll go. Okay, I'll go
What?
to combat then and hit you
Because we
first.
can't pressure him otherwise, right? I
1,
only
2,
have
3, 4.
literally-
Tomer 4.
I have a Demir Signet in my hand that has opponent.
I
think
have
you're
3
just
lands
being-
in hand
you're
that just
being
touch
his pawn
another
again.
one.
You're just being
Okay,
he has
Mister
more
Landfall,
pressure.
and we're all dead. All right, whatever.
What lane? Okay, fine. I mean, we're just gonna hope. I'm gonna tap the bounce land, and then I'm going to cast. I'm going to play Demir Aqueduct.
Uh-oh.
bounce the bounce land into my hand. You all lose 1. I gain 1.
Down to 9.
Then I'm going to pay another black, another blue, and I'm going to cast Starving Revenant. Starving Revenant, when it enters the battlefield, surveil 2. Then for each card you put on top of your library, draw a card and you lose 3 life. And Delirium 8. If you draw a card, if there are 8 or more permanent cards in your graveyard, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life.
Do you have
I'm going to surveil 2.
How many permanents do you have?
I have 9 permanents.
All right.
So let's look at the top 2. None of these save me.
Plus, if you put it on top, you got to take 3, right, for each?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to just put them both in the graveyard. It's going to be Death Reap Ritual and Forest.
No, yeah, that doesn't do it here.
I will pass.
So what is Simone's ability?
So I can sacrifice another creature, draw a card. You put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. If you control 8 or more lands, repeat this process once. And then if I draw your second card each turn, target opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life.
And then remember, a Bastion gains you a life. Retreat to Hagra gains you a life.
Yes.
Oh boy. There's a lot of random life. So everyone take 1.
Yeah.
I drew a card, Psychosis Crawler. I somehow have missed land drops for the last 5 turns. So what I'm going to do is play Starlight Spectacle. So this is
what that is, but sure.
Oh, is this a thing?
my
This is an Infinity
so
thingy.
great.
It's not that crazy, but at the beginning of combat on your turn, choose creatures you control 1 at a time until each creature you control has been chosen. Each of those creatures get +1/+1 for each creature before that. Okay? So I'm going to play Inspiring Overseer. Draw a card, gain a life when it ETBs. So Psychosis Crawler drains everyone. Okay. And then I'm going to play Splitskin Doll. So this one says, when it enters, draw a card, then discard a card unless you control another creature with power 2 or less. I control a soldier, so I'm going to draw a card. You're going to go to 1.
Yeah, 6.
And then we go to combat. So I'm going to start choosing creatures, okay? And I first choose Inspiring Overseer. Then I choose Splitskin Doll, so this gets +1. Psychosis Crawler gets +2. Soldier gets +3. And then Banisher Priest gets +4. I have 2, 4, 6 cards in hand. So we're just going to swing 3 at Tomer. 8, 6, and 4.
I'll walk the 8/8 with the Starving Revenant.
Yeah.
The 6/6 with the Zimone and Dina, and we'll see what we get. I'm going to, after blocks, I'm going to sacrifice the Starving Revenant to Zimone's ability. You all lose 1, and I'll gain 1.
Okay.
Yep.
I will draw a card, and I will play a land. It is the Golgari Rot Farm. And then I'm going to draw, and I will play a swamp. So 2 lands triggered. I'm going to ping you both for 2. Then finally, Zimone will trigger because I drew a second card this turn, and I'm going to drain Richard for 2, and I'm going to gain 2.
That's pretty scary.
Those are all my triggers.
Yeah, he's
That's
still
kind
alive.
of wild.
One more trigger, one more bounce land trigger though.
Oh,
gotta
the
return
bounce
a
land
land.
will return Demir Aqueduct back to my hand. And then Zimone's going to die yet again, and I'm going to
Pay for what?
ping everybody for 1 again, and I'm going to go down to 3. At the end of it.
Wow.
Oh my God, kill him,
3,
Seth.
2, 4.
You gotta kill and then rat the board.
Wait,
You
are you
just
done,
died
Richard?
You could actually just win right here with the good aura, right?
Well, yeah,
No,
if
I have one
ever top
blocker.
deck a non-land.
The upside down lands.
If I can't kill people, I gotta try to tilt them to death. That's the best I can do. This every land back
God.
and forth, upside down.
Land is
Where's the
All
white
right.
border ones?
All right, here we go. I'm just gonna put it right on 3 dogs. I know it's gonna be a good aura. Boom. Rune of Speed.
Is that good?
When Rune of Speed enters, draw a card. Enchanted permanent, if it's a creature, gets +1/+0 in haste. As long as the enchanted permanent is equipped, blah, 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 that doesn't matter. That's actually pretty good. So Rune of Speed, gonna go on the 3 dog. It's gonna cost me 2 manas. So we're gonna draw planes.
It only costs you 1 mana, by the way. You have the
Oh, you're right. I get to leave a land up. You're right. I keep forgetting that Transcendent Envoy.
That ramp. Basically, Seth, you died to Richard. I, again, only have 2 lands in hand.
You died to
What-
Scott,
what-
I
too.
died, well, so I died to you and Richard.
No, I put you
Yeah.
at 1. I can only play Zimone next turn. That doesn't kill you.
Who do you
I can
want
put
to
you down
win,
to 1.
Seth? This is
But how do I stop-
No,
Tomer's
there's-
but how
working
do-
really hard to squeeze out these advantages here.
No,
But he's like,
no.
But how do I?
I'm not the
No,
threat
no.
all game, and he nearly
Wait.
murders us all.
Wait. Time out. What is, so you're 100% dead to Richard. you're like maybe 50% dead to me. Maybe if I draw something.
But there's one part
I'm
of the
just saying,
equation that we've left out here, which is I can 0% kill Richard or 100% kill Tomer. Like that's kind of the thing right now. Like if I'm dead either way.
Well, it's the percentage of living to Tomer or drawing a Wrath or something off of your 2-card draws.
I mean, I got to get my 2
if you want to
draws.
play optimally. The real answer is who do you want to win, really? This is essentially when you decide, right?
I would like to win this game.
Now I want Seth to win as well.
Yeah, the big dog needs a win here.
Also, if you put Richard to 1, I kill him on my turn. So you actually can kill Richard.
All right. I'm going to swing everything at Richard, and I'm going to pay the 2 for the 3 dog. So I'm going to get a copy on here. So it's going to be a 3/2 flyer. Copy on here. So it's going to be a 2/2 flyer. And then 3 dogs down to a 1/5 at the moment. And then I'll draw 2 cards thanks to these auras.
Wait, what is it? A 3/2?
3/2 flyer, a 2/2 flyer, and a 1/5 ground creature.
I'll just die.
Die?
I mean, I'm dead no matter what, right? So I could preserve Seth's board if I want.
So if you can block the 3/2 flyer and then the 3 dog, you would only take 2 in the air and
then we block.
Yeah.
Then we block. We go to 2. We go to 2.
Yep. So I lose my 3/2 flyer, right? 4. I will just play in Archon of the Wild Rose. Other creatures you control that are enchanted by auras have base power and toughness of 4/4 in flying, and it's a 4/4 flyer. Yeah, it would have been nice if I drew that earlier.
Oh yeah.
And then I guess I'll play a mountain because I might as well, and then go ahead.
You already
play land. Okay, I have so many lands in hand. I don't even remember.
This is not what I thought it would be, but okay.
So you killed nobody?
Apparently,
1 ramp spell and everybody's dead.
I hate to disappoint, but it is just yet another forest. Everybody loses 1. I gain 1.
Well, we died in combat triggers now.
So this means Richard's gonna win in the end, right?
Probably. I pay 13 now.
Oh, Seth, you could have got second, but you ended up in 3rd.
Yeah, looks like it's Tomer. It looks like it's Tomer that manipulated me this week, and instead of
I
I'm the pawn of Tomer.
Percentage point.
I thought you could get him to 1, and then we could kill him. And then you would have won, Seth. You would have won if you had about
so
1.
Close.
I'm so disappointed by how this turns out. I don't even want this anymore.
Richard draws, I die, so I'm dead.
I'm at 3, and then you just swing.
Yeah.
I think we just attack, right?
I think we just swing for lethal, yeah.
We do some pumping.
So I block the Sickle Scroll and I die.
Wow, what a commander clash. So Richard pulls it out in the end in a super close one. Well, that's been our commander clash for this week, everyone. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back next week for another one. Until then, have a great week. And this is the crew signing out.